What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Grego, aka the Black Banker. And first of all, I just want to say thank you to Mr. Left for Fate for giving me this opportunity, allowing me to speak. A little more about myself. I currently work at a credit union called Suncoast Credit Union down in Florida. I own my own business called the Diligence Project, Rare Hughes. And basically, it's just a financial literacy business that merges culture. So things like art, music, entertainment, fashion, merges that with literacy, specifically financial literacy, in order to educate. So the question that I was posed with is, what would I have loved to know about the financial literacy space when I was in high school and middle school? Let's get into it. So the first thing that I would have loved to know is that it's never too early to set a goal or make a plan. Now, Napoleon Hill talks about your definiteness of purpose. You don't necessarily need to fully understand your definiteness of purpose in middle school or high school, but it's good to have goals and set plans. That way you can start working towards your definiteness of purpose. As you're carrying out each goal, as you're hitting each metric, you'll start to open up and start to see that what you want to do and how what you want to do will impact you and also be able to impact others. Another thing that you'll see is that when you start to set goals and make plans to carry out those goals, there's this special thing that happens, the law of attraction. It's another concept within the Napoleon Hill Foundation, but basically what it means is that as your mindset is set on something and you set goals to carry that thing out, the people or the things that need to enter into your life will enter into your life. A quick example of this is basically when I started this whole business, I had no understanding or idea of how to scale it or get it to where I wanted it to go. And as I started planning, as I started doing each thing step by step, setting milestones to accomplish, I found myself working with someone else that is in a similar space and a similar mindset. And that person introduced me to a woman that ultimately had me come on to a conference to be able to share my experience and share my expertise. And then from that conference, I met a multitude of people that I now still work with today. So when you set a goal, when you set your mind on something and you create plans to carry that thing out, you attract the things that you need to attract in order to help you carry that thing out. The second thing that I wish I knew is that a budget is actually freeing. You telling your money where to go is actually you in control of your money. And to expound on that a little more, your budget should be guided by your goals. So you want to set your goals and have your purpose, and you want to use that to determine how you spend your money. So ultimately, as you're spending your money, as you're saving your money, as you're giving it away to charity or whatever it is, all of that is being grounded by what I want to do ultimately in life, or what I want to do within the next month or the next 5 years or the next whatever it is. And that ultimately allows you to save, spend, or give in any way that you want. Because again, as you're saving, as you're spending, as you're giving, it's helping you get towards your goals. The other benefit of this is goals help you sift through perceived wants and help you get to what's real. So it helps you get to the things that you actually want, the things that you actually need. A lot of us are caught up in this Instagram and social media space, and we see people living a lifestyle that we think we want, that we don't necessarily fully understand what that entails. But when you have set your own goals, when you chart your own path, you can now use your money to get to the things that you actually want to do, the things that you actually want to accomplish, and create a legacy that you actually want to have and that you actually want to leave. Legacy that impacts you, impacts your family, and also impacts others, so the society and the world around you. So what this does is it helps you to find ways to think about budgeting and saving your money in whole new ways. Again, it allows you to spend your money at whatever rate you want to spend your money, because your money is helping you accomplish your goals and get to your purpose. Again, to even expound on that, when you look at me here right now, that's something that I'm doing. One of the things that I do is I have a merch line, again, called Rare Hughes, that's attached to the financial literacy aspect. So this shirt right here that I'm wearing is a shirt that I created. And what I do is, again, I budget out my money in a way that allows me to create things and allows me to, one, turn my goals into assets. So I wanted to, again, make a merch line, and I wanted to create a business. And in doing so, I can now create something that allows me to earn money from it, and also allows me to impact people and shift how they think about earning money and spending money and what that looks like. The third thing that I wish I knew when I was in middle school, high school, is that saving your money is actually a good thing. And you can save for what you want now, those big events, and in the future. It's not all about saving for the future when you retire and you have nothing to do. It's about saving for the things that you want and the lifestyle that you want to create. So when you think about savings, again, there's a few things that you need to be saving for. So we talked about the now. So again, we need to be saving for now. So that's basically like, okay, a pair of Jordans is coming out in the next 2 months. I have an understanding that that's coming out. So I'm going to take the money that I'm earning and I'm going to go ahead and save that in increments, so I don't have to use an entire paycheck in order to purchase these Jordans, or I don't have to use a large amount of my paycheck to purchase this video game that I want, to purchase these clothes, to go out or go on this trip, to go to a concert. I'm saving in increments so that way I can do the things that I want to do now. Then when it comes to major events, you want to make sure that you're saving for those things. Again, you may be of age where you can drive a car. You want to ultimately be saving over time so that way you can purchase that car, or you want to be saving over time when it's time to purchase a house. And one of the major things that you want to be saving over time for is catastrophic events, because you never know what's going to come up. Once you get that car, you may get a flat tire randomly. Once you get that house, your AC may go out, or just some random thing may happen. So you want to be saving a certain amount of your money, probably 6 to 9 months of all of the income that you're bringing in, so that way, just in case something comes up, you have it, you're prepared. And again, the last thing is you do want to be saving for the future, because ultimately you don't know how long you're going to be living, but you want to live for a very long time, and you want to be able to, continue the lifestyle that you're living now all the way until the future. And so you want to make sure that you're saving in a way that makes your money compound over time, which is basically investing, which you can invest in things like business, stock, real estate. There's a whole slew of things that you can put your money in that allows it to grow and compound and beat what's called inflation. Basically, just we see our prices of goods and services. So that gallon of milk isn't the $5 that it used to be, or $3 that it used to be. It's now $5, now $7. We want to beat that. So what we do is we put it in things that allows it to grow over time, and that's how we save for the future. And the fourth and final thing, and the most important thing that I wish I knew when I was in high school, middle school age, is that I'm my greatest asset. It's not money. It's not material things. It's not even just like going out and being able to do all these things and have people look at me and see that I'm the greatest. It's just me. Because I'm the person that's able to do that. I'm the person that's able to earn money. I'm the person that actually determines what the exchange rate is. I determine the majority of the things that we interact with in this economy, and I determine what's good and what's valuable for me and for other people. And so I'm the greatest asset or commodity in my life, and even into other people's life. And what that simply means is that, again, you have an intrinsic value given to you because you're made in the image of God that allows you to be greater than any material thing that's been put on this earth. Because again, you have the ability to create that material thing. And when you create on a high level, when you create consistently over time, that value that you get from creating is something that allows you to feel good. And then it also can allow someone else to feel good. So you can share that with others. And in sharing that value with others, they're willing to pay you for it. So again, back to the merch idea, we all purchase clothes because it makes us look good, it makes us feel good. And then in that, we get a value from it, and we pay someone for that value, and they get a value from it, a monetary value. So when you share the things that you create, when you share the resources and the tools and the ideas and the understandings that you have with someone in a way that brings them value, that benefits them, they're going to be willing to pay you for it, because it's something that, again, that makes them feel good, that gives them value, whether it's a head knowledge, whether it's a beauty thing, that value that they give, we all are willing to pay for it because it's something that we're looking for. So this is a concept that I touched on briefly earlier. You turn your goals into assets, or you turn your purpose into assets. And this is how you do it. You take the things that you love to do, that you enjoy to do, which is why you want to set those goals now. You set those goals now, and you seek after them, you plan, and you try to accomplish them. That way, as you start to enjoy them, as you start to get good at them and even great at them, you can figure out, how does this goal or this plan or this purpose that I have for my life benefit someone else's life? And how can I then use that to earn money from it by benefiting that person's life? And that ultimately will earn you extra income, and then turn your goal and your purpose into an asset. And so these are just 4 things that I wish I knew when I was in high school and middle school age. There is a slew or many more, but I'll be here taking up your whole time, so I'm going to just leave it there. Hope y'all are having a good time. Again, thank you to Mr. Faith. Thank you to you all for listening. Y'all have a good one. You dig.